One.
Okay, actually heading into the season, it's interesting. We actually are going to have a three-way battle at quarterback. We have two returning starters who split time last year, and Bryce Christine and Hunter Walker. And just recently we had a transfer in from State College whose father was named the head basketball coach at our school. So Cullen Spencer will also be in that mix, and all three will be seniors. In the backfield, we are having position battles at the fullback spot and as well as tailback. So we're looking at probably 3 or 4 candidates at each. And we're looking at Blake Yale, Gage Capollas, and Isaac Banks battling out at the fullback spot, and at the tailback spot, it'll be Jaden Boyer and also Tyler Schreiber. Tyler Schreiber is new to our district. He came as a transfer student in from Abington, who had over 400 yards rushing last year in 4 games before tearing his ACL at Abington. So up front, on the left side of our line, we look like we'll have Christian Hagens at the left tackle, Keith Fetterhoof at the left guard. The center position will either be Jesse Rogers, Derek Fellows, or a senior who's out for the first time, Jordan Wolfkill, who had experience playing center before. Right guard will probably be Nathan Loudenslager, and the right tackle will probably be Baron Vogt. Tight end is kind of a battle right now between Colton Copenhaver and also Christian Smith. Christian is a junior, Colton is a senior. Our split end will be Jared Michaels, and our flanker is another position that's up for grabs. We have a senior that we moved from running back to that slot, Jason Ciccolini. There's also a possibility that Bryce Christine or Hunter Walker could play there. Both are talented athletes and can move from the quarterback spot. And we're also looking at a sophomore coming up, Malik Seckler. So any of those people, depending on the situation, could be at that flanker spot. So camp will evolve, and we'll get to see the wars. Interesting enough, though, in that starting front line, the backup positions could be the most interesting. Will be a senior or a junior battling a sophomore. So we'll see how that unfolds as the season progresses.
And then on the defensive side, again, kind of breaking down some of the positions that are open at this point, going through camp, heading towards week 1.
Right now, defensive ends are open. We're looking at Caleb Smith, who is a senior, Christian Smith, who is a junior, Willie Duncan, who is a junior, and probably a host of others there who could possibly play there, including a senior, Jared Stahl, and also a junior, Jacob Spickler. So the defensive end will to be determined as the on-field battles evolve. At linebacker, we're pretty solid. We have Bryce Christine at 1, Colton Copenhager at the other one on the outside, and Gage Capollas will be in the middle. In the secondary, the only solid starter right now is Jared Michaels, who can play our field corner. Our boundary corner could be Hunter Walker, depending on the quarterback situation, or if we decide to play our best athletes out there. And our 2 safeties have to be determined yet, so we're to get into camp and see how that evolves. So it'll be an interesting summer camp.
Absolutely. Give me maybe a name or two. Who's posed to be a breakout candidate this year? Who are you looking at that maybe we don't know right now, but at the end of the season you're definitely going to recognize his name?
Well, I think Andrew Traxler, our kicker. Our kicker converted to full-time from soccer and football last year, and he's been to numerous kicking camps, and he's averaging 65 yards on a kickoff, which puts it 5 yards deep in the end zone, which takes away the threat of a run back. And he's also working on punting, so that could be a weapon. And he's also pretty consistent from 40 yards in as far as kicking field goals. So that's another weapon to the cause, and hopefully he gets a chance to pull a game out for us when needed. We're looking at Jaden Boyer at tailback, who backed up Heath Hiley, who had over 1,000 yards rushing, actually over 1,200 yards rushing last year, and Jaden has the capability to do that. Tyler Schreiber just met him. Looks like he's going to have some promise in the backfield mix, so we'll see. Expecting big things from Jared Michaels at wide receiver. So any and all of those, and some young people coming up as sophomores could be the answer.
What do the Huskies have to do to get back to the playoffs in 2014? What's the key to success for you guys this year?
I think we've got to continue to improve. I think we have to try and go with that mentality of improving 1% each practice get better as each practice evolves and know our responsibilities and our assignments and execute them without thinking. And I think if we can do that, we can compete with anybody on our schedule and avoid the big play.